You're a busy professional. You don't have time for fluff. You need strategies that work, and you need them fast. Welcome to Busy Pro Fast Wellness with me, your host, Alan Welsh. We're here to give you science-backed hacks and actionable tips to boost your focus, minimize friction, and maximize your results. Less time, more impact. It's time to get well, stay strong, and thrive. Let's get to it. Hello and welcome back to Busy Pro Fast Wellness, where we simplify performance under pressure. And today's idea is simple. If something in your life requires daily heroics to sustain it, it's badly designed. And here's a quote to start off with. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. And that's by Leonardo da Vinci. So true. Most people think they have a discipline problem. They don't. They have a friction problem. We talk endlessly about motivation. We glorify resilience. We praise the 5 a.m. cold plunge crowd. Yep, I've been there. Maybe not the cold plunge, well, aside from the beach, but certainly the 5 a.m. club. But here's the uncomfortable truth. If you need motivation every day, your system is broken. High performers don't wake up inspired. No, they wake up in environments that make the right thing easier than the wrong thing. And that's not luck. That's architecture. Discipline is expensive. Design is efficient. Every tiny decision costs you something. You have to think about what to eat, when to train, where to train, which task to tackle first, whether to respond, whether to scroll. I know it's irresistible at times, so difficult to resist that temptation. But by mid-afternoon, most professionals aren't exhausted. They're cognitively overdrawn. So simplify. Make your life easier. Have default breakfasts, pre-planned workouts. Block your calendar. If you want creativity, protect it from trivia. For example, Steve Jobs, he wore the same outfit every day. And that wasn't because he lacked imagination. It was because he valued brain fatigue. It was easier to choose the same outfit. So if your gym kit lives in the attic, for example, you don't necessarily lack motivation, but you do lack proximity. If your phone sleeps next to your pillow, you don't lack focus. You lack boundaries. If healthy food requires negotiation, preparation, and emotional bargaining, you will choose convenience, of course. We blame ourselves for failing systems we never redesigned. Instead of asking, why am I like this? Ask, why is this so hard? And often the answer is embarrassingly obvious, which is precisely why we ignore it. Let me give you an example from my own life regarding practicing the trumpet, which has always been very integral, very important to me throughout the years. However, that focus, that practicing the right types of things, now that is not natural. There is definitely friction there because the temptation is just to pick up the trumpet and just blow and improvise and have fun, which is all very good in itself. However, the sorts of things I need to do are more technical exercises. I need to sight read. I need to practice lick flexibilities. I need to keep myself in good form so that I'm prepared for the next gig or the next performance. And I want to make that easier on myself. So what do I need to do? I need to make sure the music stand is out, that the right type of music is there on the stand, that the trumpet is not in its case, that the mouthpiece is there in the trumpet itself, so that I can minimize the friction and I can just pick up the trumpet and go straight into some proper practice. We don't rise to our goals. We fall to our defaults. If something depends on feeling inspired, it's already unreliable. Consistency is not intensity repeated, it's simplicity repeated. Small, boring, predictable. No one writes LinkedIn posts about moving their running shoes closer to the door, but strangely enough, that's the thing that actually works. Important decisions should not be made when you are sleep deprived, hungry, when you feel emotionally charged, or when you're in a rush. And that's exactly when most of them happen. Protecting decision quality means pause before replying. Sleep before deciding. Schedule in that thinking time, that time where you can reflect. Reduce noise. Slowing down is not weakness. It's strategic restraint. Now, leverage is simple. A small action that you can do that gives you a massive return. Packing your bag in advance, pre-booking that session so that you'll feel obligated to go. Setting a boundary. Having that awkward conversation. 10 minutes of design can remove months of resistance. You don't need more effort. You just need better placement of effort. So, as is often the case, here is your assignment for this week, should you choose to accept. I'd like you to pick one area that feels harder than it should be. It could be fitness, work, sleep, focus. Now ask 3 questions. Where is the friction? What can I remove? And what can I decide? You don't need to overhaul your life. You just need to remove one obstacle. If something requires daily willpower, it's poorly designed. We tend to romanticize struggle. We admire complexity. Well, many of us do anyway. We wear busyness like a medal. That's so true. You hear that all the time. How's it going? Oh, I'm so busy. But if you're building performance under pressure, clarity beats chaos. Design beats discipline. And success should not feel like a daily emergency. The more decisions you remove, the more powerful the remaining ones become. This is Busy Pro Fast Wellness, where we build high-trust performance through simplification under pressure. If this resonated, follow the show, or please leave a review, preferably with Apple. Other podcast providers are fantastic, Spotify, etc., YouTube, whatever. And this week, don't try harder, design better. That's all for this week. Until next time. Goodbye for now.